As the 4 men caught after an attempted robbery and alleged shootout with law enforcement await charges, criminologist Dr. Jason McKay says more young people ought to be mindful of the amended gun laws and their likely effect on those caught with weapons. This as the expert shares more insights into hostage situations and likely ramifications. While the country waits for 4 suspects in a robbery and hostage incident in Spalding to be charged, criminologist and hostage negotiator Dr. Jason McKay is sure of a few things concerning that incident. Among them, the likely handling of the negotiations to safeguard lives and de-escalate the tense interaction.
I knew they would set up inner perimeters, outer perimeters, they would get negotiators, they'd more than likely call on the SWAT team or their own unit that they're using for high-risk entry in the parish. Those are the basics I was looking for, and that is pretty much what happened.
What is also obvious to the crime fighter is the likelihood these youngsters will be locked away for some time.
Once they use firearms and determined by the type of firearms, the rifles versus pistols and so on, you could be looking at 25 to 30 years just because you used a gun. But then if you plead guilty, there is the mandatory 50% discount, and I don't think the legal system has quite addressed these two acts yet to see where they meet in the middle. You know, do you get, my personal view, but I'm not an attorney, is that if you plead guilty, then the 50% is applicable to you. But that's just my analysis of the law. Other legal persons, other persons in law don't agree with me and say, no, it's mandatory, so your guilty plea doesn't mean anything. But they're not in agreement with that either. Some are saying what I'm saying, some are saying otherwise.
The lawman is urging Jamaicans to resist the impulse of getting rich via illicit means, especially with the new gun laws and other changes to crime fighting.
If you decide to do something like that, you're looking at a quarter century of life behind bars. Seriously need to reconsider that.
Dr. McKay notes the efforts of law enforcement over the years have yielded many convictions and reveal many of those who hijack or take hostages are either under the influence of hard drugs or mentally challenged.